the 18th, 2020 at 6 p.m. It's the city of Mauldin, and we'll have our public hearing for the up to the next hour. We have two topics of discussion: our fiscal 2021 budget, as well as an Indigo Point sewer fee. The floor will be open for questions and comments on either subject. If you would direct those to us, and our staff will be here to try to answer those as best they can. We're still fairly new with experimenting with this online stuff, so please speak slowly, state your name and your address and the question, and then go ahead and feel free to discuss it. If you have a discussion, try to limit it to 3 minutes based on the length of everything we've got going on tonight. It is now open, and I will allow the moderator to identify the person, and we'll go from there. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. And during the public hearing, council is present in chambers. Is Ms. King, Mr. Reynolds, and myself, Mayor Merritt, along with our administrator, Mr. Madden. Virtual attendance is Mr. Matney and Ms. Kuznar. Mr. Black is not with us. That I can tell right now. So that's standpoint, that's the president. And we have various staff members that are present virtually also. So again, the floor is open for comments, questions. Do they have a little waving of the hand, or they control their own mics?
They control their own mics.
Okay, you, as a public, control your own mics, so just turn it on and speak up. I tell you what we can do is start this off and free them up a little bit. Mr. Madden, if you want to give an overview of our fiscal 2021 budget and the presentation of Mr. Reynolds, is that okay with you?
Yes, sir.
In the public hearing, Mr. Madden, want to give an overview? Citizens can listen to the budget we're considering.
Yes, Mayor, members of council. So the fiscal year 2021 budget totals $34,301,561. As proposed, is balanced and requires no tax increase. Based on the efforts of council through its workshops and staff, it serves as an efficient expenditure plan for meeting the needs of the city residents through excellent service delivery. So the budget was presented in March of this year, March 12th. Council then had additional workshops on April 16th, April 30th, and May 2nd. There are a number of highlights associated with this budget, including salary adjustments for our fire department, as well as the seed funding for the development of the transportation program, along with funding to proceed with the construction of a pedestrian bridge, and also to facilitate capital expenditures in replacing our fleet, and also making sure that we continue to improve our city facilities, including our parks and our cultural center. So there's a high level of some of the highlights, and remain in case any residents have any comments.
Thank you, Mr. Madden, for that. You said exactly what I was going to touch on.
We have a question coming in from Mars. Any members of the public out there, don't be shy. This public hearing is for your benefits. Please speak up, ask any questions you'd like to. There are no dumb questions, as the teachers always say. Please ask. I know by law, we need to have a public hearing. Because the law says how long we go. Don't know what's.
You know, at this time, I don't think if anybody's signed up, hearing can be closed. Is there any comments?
This is the budget meeting.
Question.
Sound like more of a comment.
Just one away, Ms. Grimes, before I have a chance to read. I'm going to read Ms. Grimes' comment that she just made. One away before I read it.
So you hit the chat button, it should bring up any chats that were sent to you.
Okay, I'll ignore that one.
Yeah.
For Ms. Grimes, just not a question, but she wanted to do a shout out to the great folks in Mauldin Recreation. They do a wonderful job there. As a resident of the community, I enjoy the program. Hoping that programming funds will continue as well as be increased for the great things being done there. I certainly do appreciate that. Those of us, I think, who actually grew up and participated in Mauldin Recreation realize how great our members have been. And, only speaking from one man's opinion, I look to see them continue the high level that we have always had here in the city of Mauldin. Thank you, Ms. Grimes. I was thinking about somebody's playlist for music. Mark Putnam does karaoke.
I'm sure we can get human resources to do karaoke for us.
Say this indicative of for the 7 budget workouts we had. Just kidding.
Last 4 years we have.
Ms. Grimes, stay tuned for next week. Any concerns from council as far as the public hearing? There's no questions, no comments. Go ahead and close it out. If that council concur with that. Go by roll seat, Mr. Matney.
I move that the public hearing do now be closed.
I got a motion, Mr. Matney, to be closed. Mr. King, your seat two. You don't have to make a second.
Agreed. Adjourn.
Agree to that. Mr. Rose. Ms. Kuzma.
I'm sorry, say it again.
You're okay with the public hearing being adjourned and closed as we have no comments and no questions from our public?
I have no problem with that.
Okay. With acclamation, then this public hearing will be officially closed at approximately 6:15 p.m. pending no participation from the public. Thank you all for attending, and our council meeting is published for 7 p.m. Do we continue? We'll start back at 7. Okay, so back at 7 p.m. we will reconvene, convene for our regular monthly council meeting on May the 18th at 7 p.m. So come back and see us at 7 p.m. Thank you very much.
Mayor, very quickly, we closed the budget public hearing, but did we get the update on the Indigo Point sewer fee?
Okay, there was no comment on either one of them. That's what I was supposed to, even though I did mention just that. Do we want to give a brief overview of the Indigo Point situation? Would that be in order? Mr. Matt is looking up. Mr. Matt is looking up the official explanation. For those that are listening, and we're talking about Indigo Point, that's the consideration for a sewer lift station. As you might be aware that in our sewer system, everything flows downhill. When there is a subdivision that is below grade of a gravity feed sewer line, the developer must install a sewer lift station. Once a subdivision is received into the city and the developer will turn that over, then the ongoing maintenance of maintaining that sewer lift station is for the residents it serves, not for the general population of the city of Mauldin. So we have a methodology that we use to incur the maintenance of that sewer lift station on an ongoing basis based upon the residents within that neighborhood. So, Mr. Madden, if you're ready to give them more where it's at, what we're going with it.
Yes, the Indigo Point subdivision is currently under development, and it is located adjacent from the intersection of Forest Drive and Ampey Drive. in Mauldin. So about 315 homes are planned to be developed in Indigo Point. In November of last year, council approved a sewer pump station agreement with the developer for that subdivision. And that agreement essentially allowed for the city to collect a fee for operating and maintaining the pump station that will be placed in the development. So the ordinance that council will be vetting at the council meeting at 7 p.m. is to approve an ordinance establishing that sewer pump station fee that will be assessed to the residents in that subdivision. Not all of the subdivision is fully developed. There are phases to that development. Right now, they're expecting to have 29 of those homes sites sold to the builder for that by the end of the year. Since the tax bills go out in the fall of this year, this ordinance will allow for the assessment fee to be placed on those property owners' tax bills in the fall that Greenville County will issue. So the funding received from those fees will assist the city in the cost it incurs to maintain and operate the pump station for Indigo Point subdivision.
Mr. Madden, any questions on the Indigo Point sewer lift station? All right, hearing no questions and seeing no waving of hands, we will assume there are no questions on either topic of our capital, fiscal 2021 budget to be considered in the next meeting of our council. First reading, not on the Indigo Point sewer lift station and the associated fee. So with that, we can stand adjourned by acclamation unless there is an objection by council. Not seeing any, so we are adjourned from public hearing. Thank you.